Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little on edge since my Halloween special. It was a good time, but it was very scary, I have to say. If you missed it, it's really okay. Um, it was on Twitch. Got a good number of views. We had lots of really great guests. I had a really fun time. Threw it together in an afternoon. No big deal. No big deal. And yeah, it went pretty well. It was pretty scary. If you missed it, you can catch it on Twitch Video on Demand. It's like 6 hours long, so I haven't cut that up yet or anything like that. Or maybe I'll throw that on somewhere, but check it out if you missed the Peachy Keen Hallow stream. It was a ton of fun. I'm definitely going to do one next year. But as you can see, perhaps, I still got some Halloween stuff going on. I'm not about to give that up. I am not letting go of Halloween. I need that spirit in me, especially the cute, fun parts of Halloween. I think we could all use a little bit of comfort these days. Just as I might be a little bit on edge from my Halloween special having lots of spooky atmosphere, I think most people are having a bit of a hard time. I think a lot of us are really stressed out, so I just wanted tonight to be a nice, relaxing night. And that's what I want more in my life, is more nice, relaxing things. A nice little sanctuary where we can all just be friends, have a nice time, playing with toys, and looking at nice pictures of animals. I got a few things planned, we'll see. But I feel like a lot of people are maybe confused about why I might want that, since I do all this scary stuff. I'm known for making scary horror comics. And the truth is, that's why I like making scary stuff, is because I like nice things. I like being sweet and gentle and kind in real life. And when we have scary feelings, we need somewhere to put them. So we put them somewhere scary. But since everything else feels pretty scary right now, I think we need to put ourselves into a nice place. So that's what this will be from now on. Tuesday nights. I still don't have a good name for it. If you have a good idea for a name, can you put it in chat? I'm live, by the way, for the first time on not just Twitch, but YouTube and Facebook as well. Thanks to everybody. Hi, everybody who's watching on the different platforms. I see you there. This is really cool. New to that. Not 100% sure, the best way to navigate multi-platform streaming, but I'm excited. I want to keep moving forward with this. I don't want to, talk forever about what this stream is and why I'm doing it. I just want to build some models, to be honest. I hope everybody is ready to build a few models and have a bit of fun. I gotta put this over here. I got my table set up. Oh, I gotta switch over also. I prematurely threw that away. Luckily I can still do it. As I can see, I can totally make this work. Oh, there we go. Yeah! Hopefully you've got a nice view. You can see what I'm going to be working on today. Got my little lap table here. Let me just adjust myself. And if you watched my Halloween stream, you may recognize our first project of the day. My good pal... Come on, get out here, bud. Crowbert. Hey, how you doing there, buckaroo? What? What's that? You want to kill all the humans and eat their corpses? Oh, not yet, crows. Not yet. We still got a good couple centuries left in us, I'm sure. No. This Crowbert, who I love very much despite his morbid, corvid proclivities, is one of my favorite things I got this Halloween. He came along for my Halloween special, and he is going to stick around in my life because I love him. Aren't you just the best little Crowbert? But I got a problem. I got Crowbert at the dollar store, like most things in my life, and he's just made of styrofoam. He's, kind of weak. Sorry, bud. And as a result, sorry, bud. His legs just come off. Of course, I dropped one. I want to fix that. I need my styrofoam crow to be at his best and having legs. So, of course, I dropped it. I gotta say, for all my little awkwardnesses here, I'm doing alright, I think. I'd like to think I'm getting better at this whole streaming thing. Been a lot of tech issues lately. A lot of stress in my life related to a lot of tech issues in my life. But it seems like it's finally coming along. Interesting. This stream's a second quicker than YouTube, eh? Hey. What I need to do though first, now that I've finally got my Corvid legs, is I need to pull up my special super duper custom bin. It's a bin of tools, parts, anything I'm gonna need. It's actually various bins clipped together. You can never have too many alligator clips in my mind, because alligator clips are how you put things together. I sure hope that stays in place. There we go. So, Crowbert, we're gonna have to glue you up. Now, I have a hot glue gun. I have a couple hot glue guns, but I couldn't go into my studio today, unfortunately. It was just construction. I knew the construction was coming. That's one reason why I started building this little space, because I can't always get into my studio. The one day I absolutely needed to get into my studio to get my hot glue gun to put Crowbert's legs back on, they're not open. So I had to go and make this happen myself. At the dollar store, as always, got myself this little glue gun. It should be fine. I doubt it's gonna, you know, suck or anything. We're gonna have to get that open to start. Could use scissors. I could. Please forgive knife sounds on mic if that is disruptive to your virgin ears. This will be a nice little test. We'll find out if a dollar store glue gun can glue a crow's legs back on. Just throw away the garbage. Doesn't matter. Just throw it on the ground. Don't be part of their system. I am always stoked to get a new twist tie. You never have enough twist ties, just like you never have enough alligator clips. You can use that for something. Who knows what you're going to be twisting in a tie-in. Before I plug this in, I'm going to grab another thing. Halloween sign. I love you, but out of my stream. How dare you get in the way of my hot glue gun sticks. I needs my hot glue gun sticks if I'm going to make this hot glue gun crow. So, now I can plug this in. I don't need it heating up while I'm completely occupied. It's got a little stand. You know, a good hot glue gun will have like a little folding stand. I guess if it's not a folding stand, it's not a big deal. I just kind of feel like I deserve a folding stand in my hot glue gun. If I'm going to pay $3.50 for a glue gun, maybe you should give me a stand with that. That's just all I'm saying. Well, let's, this looks like a resealable bag, so I better not be completely careless how I open it. I'm sure I need to reseal these hot glues for freshness, otherwise they might go stale. Or maybe bugs will get in them and eat them, and then it'll be gross. I won't even be able to glue, it won't be sanitary. There'll be bug germs in my hot glue that I'm heating up to melt onto my crow legs. So, we load that in there. It's very similar to my 3D printer pen. My 3D printer pen is basically just a glorified hot glue gun. But the nice thing about this, unlike the 3D printer pen, is it's soft and flexible. How's this coming out? It's going to be goopier. And I think it's a little better for sealing things together. And I can feel it getting warmer. You don't want to touch the surface, you know, too brazenly. While this heats up, I am going to enjoy a beverage. Now, it's one thing that kept me before the stream is I wanted to have a cup of tea. I hope you've got a nice warm beverage to drink. We've got something to keep you cozy. It's raining here, but it's not too stormy out. But I definitely want to stay nice and cozy, and you know, it's totally gonna be safe for me to pour this hot tea on my lap. And this isn't just any mug. One reason why I want to have a nice hot cup of tea for a nice little moment. How is this? Oh yeah, that should be warm enough. Special mug I've got here. It's gonna come in the camera. These dinos, if they heat up alongside my hot glue gun, they should. Oh, I think it might be happening. I think I can see it happening. Can you see on camera? I'm just gonna... There we go. Look at them dinos. They're turning into bones. Very slowly. This one. Hee hee hee. Oh, that one's coming along. Hee 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 hee. Don't worry, dinos. We'll preserve you in the museums forever. Oh, this poor T-Rex. T-Rex is holding out the longest. Oh, you hold on to that flesh, T-Rex. You gonna try and stay meaty? Or are you gonna turn all bony? The sauropods, they're already getting boned. How's the tea? Perfect. How's the hot glue gun? Maybe perfect? Let's see. Wouldn't do to have hot glue leaking on you. Wouldn't be good to have hot tea leaking on me. Oh, of course. Internet's probably gonna kick us. As it does. As it does. Still haven't solved that problem. For all my tech problems I'm solving these days, I still haven't solved my internet kicking me off for no reason at random moments. I don't think it's kicked me off yet. If the stream gets interrupted, that's why. Let's see here, though. Are you a hot glue gun? Hot glue gun, are you gonna do your hot glue job? So far, I just see the hot glue gun melting into the, or hot glue stick melting into the hot glue gun, but not coming out the other side as hot glue I can use to hot glue things. No. It's melting. Barely. I feel like you could heat up a little more hot glue gun. I feel like you could be putting in a little bit more effort into being hot. And this is not to body shame you. This isn't to say I think you should be exercising more or putting on makeup. It's that your function as a tool is somewhat limited because you're weak and from the dollar store. Oh well. Let's just shove this in there. And we can just maybe, I don't want too much glue around this, but I'm gonna see if I can touch it up. A little extra glue here. Oh, my finger got stuck in it. No, it's gonna melt my flesh off. This extremely hot glue that's very dangerous and not very weak and suitable for children at all. You know, I think that's gonna hold Crobert's leg in. It's a shame it wasn't adjusted properly and I had to twist it, which probably broke the glue's bond a little bit. Let's just go around the bottom. And then this glue is so crappy, like I could just handle this with my fingers. Fingers of steel. Yeah, I'm immune to fire damage pretty well. Well, I feel like we could do better than that on the next one. A little bit of extra glue around the outside. I can trim that off with my clippers as well. Let's shove a bit of this glue in. Oh, I'm gonna need another glue stick already. I actually often wonder, do crummy hot glue guns work worse? Like, do they use up more glue than good ones? Maybe I'll test that someday. Probably have to buy a good hot glue gun first, because all of mine, I'm gonna be real, they're all crummy. Like, this one I got at the dollar store. I'm pretty sure my better ones I got were from the Japanese dollar store, which is typically higher quality, I will say, but it's not, you know, just because it's Japanese doesn't mean it's anything above and beyond. I didn't even need my second hot glue stick. All I needed it for was poking the glue stick in further into the hot glue gun, as you do. I don't want little strands of hot glue on my beloved Crowbert. So, you get off there, you naughty glue. You stay away from my Crowbert. Aw, buddy. You having a good day getting legs put back on? Yeah. What's up? Oh, I love you too, Crowbert. Please don't, you know, peck me when the crows take over. I'm gonna just, you know, just a little bit around the bottom. It's not as clean. I'm gonna try not do as much as the other leg. If I really need to, I can scrape some of that away. To be honest, nobody's probably gonna see it. It's not like Crowbert's the prettiest. He's made from dollar store parts. I mean, you're very pretty, Crowbert. I love you. Unconditionally. Well, that's a glued crow leg right there, which means I can and should unplug my hot glue gun. That sure was worth the $3.50 I paid for it for this one tiny craft I did here. I guess now I can have a hot glue gun at home and a hot glue gun at my studio, so the next time I'm locked out of my studio by construction, I can hot glue gun a crow's legs back on. Cool spool. Well, I'm not done with Crowbert because I felt like he should maybe get something nice in exchange for, you know, having to have his legs torn off and then glued back on with hot scalding glue. So, I want to do something nice for my pal. Let me just, let me put this off to the side, let it cool off away from anything that could be boinged. I'm going to have a little sip of my nice warm water. That's what I'm going to do. I also need to refresh the stream. So let's just suffer through that. Just be a sec here. Try and do it with minimal mic bumping and plastic crackling. My home screen, so I have to grab the tablet to do that. I could probably, oh, this is probably, by the way, interrupting your view of the stream. That's okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, always just have to do that every once in a while. It sucks. It sucks, I know. Not ideal. Not ideal. Well, Crowbert, your legs should be all healed up now. And I think we should do a nice thing for you, pal. Let's just pull up. Well, we're going to be doing a little sewing thing, so I need to have some sewing stuff here. And I got myself some nice fabric. This is also from the Japanese dollar store. This is one of the traditional cloths, I think, is what they were labeling it as. It's not like it's anything special, it's just a cloth. But, you know, there's the head wraps. I always want to call them tanukis, but they're not. Those are the big, bald magic raccoons. I don't actually know what the proper name for the Japanese head wrap is, but one of these. I'm just checking in on streams. You gotta check in on things. Ah, hey, it's YouTube. Ah, how's it going, YouTube? It's really nice to get this going. I can finally chat with you. Hey, Alyssa. Hi, David from Italy. Wow, all the way from there. Hi, Sarah. Oh, it's Lewitt. I know Lewitt. Bob Smith. Ah, I know that. So great. So good to have multiple platforms now going on. I'm going to check in on Facebook too. This is my first time doing multi-platform streaming. I have to kind of figure out what's going on with it. Golly, we've got lots of folks watching on Facebook too. That's great. Oh, it makes me so happy. Yeah, it's you know. Oh, well, quality's not so good on Facebook, eh? Oh, actually, it looks a little better now. I say after I was you know, trash talking it. Sorry, Facebook. I didn't mean to trash talk you. At any rate, and I meant that Facebook as a platform, not my beloved Facebook viewers. Of course I wouldn't trash talk you all. So what we're going to be doing is I want to make something simple. I'm not making any clothes. I don't know enough about sewing to make a jacket that would fit a tiny styrofoam crow. But I can make a little gay bandana for our crow friend. That's the one final thing I want to grab from here, isn't it? Where are you at, bud? Fabric scissors? I know I had my fabric scissors ready. I gathered everything up. I had all my little stuff. Should be in my little bin right back here. I'll be dickens. My fabric scissors aren't in there. That doesn't make any gosh darn sense. That isn't fair. That's just a mean trick that, I mean, realistically me and my disorganization played on my own self. But I'm gonna blame it on an external threat like the evil universe. You know, maybe, you know, we're just living in the bad universe where bad things go wrong for no reason, and I'm absolved of all, you know, wrongdoing, of anything that goes wrong in my life. I mean, I really wanted to. I got another. Actually, you know what? I gotta back up. I had another craft plan that I didn't think we'd have time for. I don't want to go looking for wherever the heck-a-doodle my fabric scissors went. I'll make Crowbert a bandana next week. Crowbert, instead of making you a gay bandana, I'm gonna make you gay glasses. How's that sound, bud? What? Oh, yeah, you'd like that very much? Oh, good. That'd make me very happy to make my crow friend some gay glasses. I need you to be able to see in gayo-vision. I got this pink wire. That's what's going to make them gay, I guess. And I got some wire clippers. I have, by the way, I feel really dumb. I just found my fabric scissors. What fabric scissors? Anyways, I brought glasses. Not that I think I need a tremendous amount of reference for glasses, but it might help. These ones are broken, so I don't have to worry a whole lot about them. Or maybe I should be worrying even more about them. Oh, hi Lola on Facebook. Hey Katrina. Naomi. Oh, we got so many people on Facebook. This is so awesome. This makes me so happy. It was worthwhile trying to get this multi-streaming set up. You know, I've been streaming on Twitch for a while now, and Twitch is great. I love Twitch as a platform, but not everybody's on Twitch. A lot of people, to them, Twitch is some weirdo thing they've never seen before and they don't get it. And sometimes it makes you sign in and all that stuff to comment or whatever. A lot of people don't want to do that. They should get to watch wherever they want to watch. So I'm really happy to be able to do that. Let's see here. So, I've never made a pair of glasses for a crow before either. I have no idea how these are going to stay on Crowbert's head. They're probably going to have to hinge on Crowbert's beak. You know, like hang like this. And then wrap around like this, maybe? I don't know if that's going to work super well, to be honest. But maybe they will. What about this way? And then I can wrap this around here. Just like once, you know? That's not bad. We're getting a little glasses frame right there. Straighten this out. I'm gonna cut some of this off, but I'm gonna probably cut off realistically more than I'm gonna need, I think. You know, I'm not terribly concerned about wasting a small quantity of wire. It's better to have too much on here and then have enough that I need for my what do you call it? Craft I'm doing. But I just don't want to have a whole bunch of extra wire goofing about and getting in the way of what I'm doing here. So let's just, oops, I feel like that got all bent out of where I wanted it to be. We want this to come around like this, and it's going to go over top of Crowbert's beak like this right here. Can't be too hard on Crowbert's beak. I think it's just made of a soft, cheap dollar store plastic. and it would not do to damage his precious beak by building him a pair of glasses too roughly. You know, setting up for these streams is a lot of work. Just even getting tech work, you know, all the tech stuff done, and getting all the sound checks, the cameras going. I switched over to a Linux system today. Shout outs to anybody who uses Linux. That is a lot of work. I knew Linux was more technical, but I wanted to try it, not because I myself know a lot about computers, because I don't know a huge amount about computer programming or anything like that. I want to do Linux primarily because I hate Windows. And I also don't particularly care for Apple. I have a MacBook. I love my MacBook. It's a fine computer. It also sucks for streaming, especially. You just can't. You can't stream properly. Oh, it just occurred to me that I moved this up. I'm gonna move this down again. Get a better view of the table. And so I didn't want to be working with Apple anymore, and I didn't want to be working with Windows anymore. I'm actually gonna have to give myself a little more, I think, leeway on my glasses frame here. I thought I cut off more wire than I needed, but I think I only cut off exactly the amount I needed, but only if I bump it over a bit. This goes to show you should always have more wire than you think you need. Yeah, wanting to switch over to Linux was a long time coming. Finally made it happen. It's a big part of why I fell behind on my comic that I'm doing, which I'm still doing it, by the way. I know no pages have come out in a little bit. Just being, fighting with computers, fighting with time management skills. I'm not sure if it's completely obvious to people, although it realistically should be. I have ADD, so, you know, I'm somebody who was diagnosed as an adult, so I'm not like that hyperactive kid that I think a lot of people expect with ADD or ADHD, but it means time management is an issue. It means I can hyper-focus on something for hours or get lost in a myriad of tiny distractions that pick at me from all sides until I just, like, don't have any energy or time left, and before I know it, the entire day's gone and I didn't do the thing I needed to do that day. And so, managing something like doing a comic, wanting to stream, and having to change computers in the middle of all that is a lot to manage. So it's been a bit of a learning curve for me, for sure, and recognizing my own limitations in what I can accomplish in a day, and also having to challenge my ideas about what I can accomplish. This is coming together now. I just gotta, there we go, pull this through. I want to get the glasses frames pretty equal. You know, I'm not an expert at working with wire like my friend Louise, who I'd love to have on this show sometime, because she's just such an awesome model builder and 3D artist. And just being an artist in general, she's great. But I got a little bit of experience with wire. I'm not incompetent. That incompetent. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty equal. You know, like crafting, toy making, model building, these aren't even things I'm like amazing at. They're just things I like doing. I love building toys. I took up toy making in 2019 as like mostly a side hobby thing, and really as a way to get better at drawing, especially action scenes. Akira Toriyama, the artist of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, he has a great sense of 3D space. And the reason why he has such a good sense of 3D space is he did a lot of model building and drawing models and statues. And so I decided that I wanted to do that as well. I wanted to have, you know, some amount of 3D ability, to have a better sense of 3D space in my own art, that maybe I could make my art as good as Toriyama Sensei. Honestly, okay, I want to be respectful of an amazing artist like Akira Toriyama, the man who drew Dragon Ball, which is like the formative manga for me, like as the basic 90s kid that I am. But, you know, he's also like a creep, and he's also kind of a crappy writer. So I can respect the man's drawing abilities while not exactly respecting the man. And so I know it's good form in you know, Japanese to call, especially like a manga artist, sensei, because they're respected, apparently, unlike here. I have a hard time calling Toriyama sensei, even if I learn from him, even if he's my teacher in some capacity. Feels weird. At any rate, hey, these aren't a bad pair of dorky little glasses I made for my crow buddy. How do you like them, Crowbert? Oh. Well, you have to wear them, I don't care. Not a bad little craft. Oh, what a good Crowbert you are. I need to also do one thing while I rearrange for our next craft. I feel pretty good about that. We're gonna make more stuff for Crowbert because I really like this little guy. We make little bandanas, maybe try making him a little cape. Oh, he would look adorable in a cape. Wouldn't you look adorable in a cape, Crowbert? If you have a suggestion of dorky clothing I can force my crow to wear, you should let me know, and I'll make it for them. Crowbert, I don't want you in the way of the stream, but I don't want you banished from my life, so just, like, go over there. Oh, look at him with his glasses! Oh, I want Crowbert in the shot here. Oh, what a good crow you are. Oh, glasses coming off because of the tree. You have to have the glasses on. You have to keep them on, and you have to be in the shot. You can't fall over. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, please, one more try. We're allowed. I will forgive this transgression. There we go. What a great crow. Barely even needed these reference glasses. Whup. Whup. Well, didn't need the sewing things. We'll sew next time. We gotta hold on to some of this stuff. I want to adjust one thing on the stream. It stresses me out to not have OBS open on my stream screen. And my little plan was open over the top of it. I need to be able to see it. It scares me. It scares me if I can't see what's going on the stream. How do I know something didn't catastrophically fail? That's the other thing I wanted to get hold of. Is... I'm not going to be able to. Not going to be able to. Unless... my little headphones, like, fell right at the beginning of the stream. Like, I want them. I want to be able to have the music. You can hear the music, but I can't, because I didn't have a very good setup, and it's my own fault, but still, I want it. Let me just have it. Just give me one sec. Oh, jeez. That was actually pretty good. I did a pretty good job of maneuvering through that eye of a needle. And now, I shall have my reward.
My eternal reward.
Yay! Now you stay put. And you stay put also, camera. I need you. For the next thing. So, did our first crafts. I want to have different segments. Next segment is what you may be waiting for, I hope. The mystery toy. Now, I found this, like many things, at the Japanese dollar store. And I just couldn't resist it. Anytime I find something like this, blocks or whatever, I just, I have to try it out. So I found this block projector. It is like, I guess like a little camera thing? I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm guessing it doesn't come with batteries, and it probably requires batteries. No? How to replace battery. Unscrew the screw on the battery cover using a screwdriver. Open the cover and place the battery. Well, luckily at least some of this is in English. I'm really curious to see how this works. So let me just like, let's see here. We're just going to gently. Oh, it's mini. Oh, it's a combination, it looks like, of mini and regular blocks. I was expecting to have to build this thing, to be honest. I don't know what the point of this thing is for being blocks is if it, you know, you don't have to build it. This is like that block Rubik's Cube I got. There are no instructions inside this thing, so it should be roughly as easy to build as the Eva that at least has instructions. Is this thing gonna work? Doesn't seem to be. I wonder if I have to pull that out to make it work. Oh! Yeah, okay. It's gonna work right out of the box. Cool. So, now to figure out how the hell we put together this Japanese toy that I have no explanation of. It looks like it's actually very simple. I think you put this lens on it. I think that's the main thing you have to assemble. And the rest of it's probably completely up to you, I'm guessing, if you want to make it, you know. Oh, so that's how you change the pictures? Oh, see, that's the other thing I wanted to prepare was something to project this onto, but I wonder. So we turn it on. Oh, look, it's projecting a tiger. You probably can't see it. It's a very, very low quality image. Do I have anything white? Well, there's this Japanese storyboard paper I got. Let's see if we can project a tiger into this comic I'll draw. Oh, ferocious! You probably can't even necessarily see it. What else? What other images has it got here? These are some fucking low quality. Gotta say, that's fine in this dollar store product. What do I have to do? Press this? Oh, it's giraffes! Oh, haha! Hee hee! What fun! What a great scene I'm drawing in my storyboard of these giraffes. Oh, and an elephant! A very, very blurry elephant. What happens if I bring it closer? No, that's not... It actually... I'm projecting it on my wall. Surprisingly, the image isn't bad, even far away on the wall. And I think the further away you move it, it might actually be better. That's a koala. I can tell that even. What would happen? Do I have anything that doesn't have, like, this is just blank paper. Okay. What else we got? A horse! Of course. How exciting and exotic. Oh, and we're back to the lion. It looks kind of like the lion from Wizard of Oz. I'm not going to do an impression. Oh, parrots! Hee, what good macaws. What the hell is that? It looks like a monkey. Oh, it is a monkey. Okay, okay, sure, sure. And a tiger. Is that what we started on, the tiger? Tiger looks way better when you make it bigger, for sure. And the giraffes, elephant, koala, horse, lion, macaw, monkey, apparently, and tiger. Huh. Well, that's the projector that works. And then, yeah, it came with these little Lego pieces. I guess we can decorate this thing if we so desire. Let's see here. Well, I don't think there's any rule. I mean, it shows it green. Do I have to put green around this, otherwise it won't work better or properly? I doubt it. I don't really want to go through and put each individual little block on this thing. I think I get the gist of how this rudimentary toy works. I'm a little worried if I cover this thing in blocks, it's going to get in the way of my projector. I'm actually curious, though. What if I put these blocks around it and it makes the projected image better somehow? I don't exactly know how it would do that, but I'm a little curious, so I'm going to try that. Let's see. Let's put all these blocks around, just like on the box. It's shown on the box we got green all the way around this thing. Just checking out. You know, I gotta switch between the stream parts. Ooh. It's important to check and make sure everything's working properly. Don't want anybody left out in the cold, alone, wishing they could have a fun projector of lo-fi images of animals. Okay, so let's see if these lo-fi animals look any better. I don't think they do. I don't think having that tiny thing around it made the image more focused or better. Or did it? Well, the question is the monkey. Hey, you know what? Call me Leroy Jenkins, but I feel like that monkey is slightly more discernible. I want to try an experiment, if you'll humor me. We'll get to the Eva in just a sec. I'm gonna build this out. There's no rules here. You didn't tell me I can't do this. I could make a Lego tunnel. Oh look, I'm not even using green pieces. Oh wow, what you gonna do about it, Japan? Let's see here. I'll bet you I could build a vision tunnel, and then that's going to somehow make my animals come out not crappy. I mean, they actually look... I'm pretty impressed, actually, at the quality of the image that comes out of this little box. Okay. Let's see what happens. These aren't on very evenly. They're kind of... Well, let's just see what happens. No. I would not say they look necessarily clearer. It would be interesting to find out what the optimum distance to have this thing away from something would be. I think it's around here. So, the interesting thing to do would be, because how this works, it just has these little films, you know, that are inside there, probably on a wheel, and you're just pressing a button that turns the wheel, and then the light shines over top of it through the lens and projects it out. I'm curious. I wonder... Just thought I saw an upside down one. I feel like we haven't seen the last of this. Let me just check in on a few things. Yeah, certain streams are faster than others. YouTube might be slower than Facebook, which might be slower than Twitch. I'm not quite sure what's in charge of that. So at any rate, I'm just trying to make sure everything's working well. Okay, I want to move on to Le Piece de Resistance, the you know, big horrible Eva that I've been building for a couple weeks and will probably finish weeks from now. It's coming along. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. But the thing about it is, the instructions are in Japanese, which is going to automatically make it a little harder, but they also mostly visual based. Yeah, so the EVA, I have to pull up the instructions. And also check out the other feeds. Silk hat? Yeah, I'm gonna make a silk hat for Crowbert for sure. That's the wrong page. We are only on page 1 or 2? No, I made it past page 1. I'm pretty sure I'm on page 2 now. Right? Yeah. Oops, no, not that far. This far. Okay. So, there's a lot of pieces to this here big ol' EVA that I'm building. I don't think this frame has any more parts in it that I'm using. I didn't throw it away just in the off chance I've missed something. But we'll just, we'll put you off to the side for a moment. I've also learned my lesson not to break out any part that I'm not going to be using right away. Because, who knows? Who knows? What's this part? My first complicated gunpla, what can I say? I think we'll just put that to the side. This, not likely to need. This looks empty enough. This also looks empty, but who knows? What about that? That's not... This looks like a part. Also looks like maybe it broke off the wrong way. We'll see. Maybe I fucked it up. I would be completely unsurprised if I fucked up this model. And if I did, that would be okay, because it would just be an excuse for me to do some custom work on it that would probably be very ill-advised. Got all the hands and stuff here, I'm not touching that right now. Yeah. This gun, does this gun have tank tracks on it? Why would a gun have tank tracks? Is that like a gun that like drives up? I've never watched Evangelion, to be honest. I know the gist of it. Does this drive up to the freaking robot? And like, here you go, here's a gun. I'm like, oh, thanks, gun. Like it's like a little dog that follows them around on its tank tracks. Like, look at this. Why would a gun have tank tracks? Whatever. I'm not gonna dwell on that. So... we're working on, I think we got to put together, so far I've made the feet and the thighs. Here's the thighs. We got the hip joints in there. We got the feet here. Let's put these completed ones in this bin. I think I need to build, though, the shins. Where's my other foot? Here's my other foot. So, the thing about these shins, though, is not just a simple put this together. Oh no, I learned my lesson, unfortunately, after I did this, and a bunch of other things that I had to undo. No, these have got a bunch of crap in them you've got to put in, so I've got to take this apart. Oh, luckily it went apart very easily this time. So, on our instructions here... oh, luckily the shins are actually way simpler. We need, in addition to the shin pieces, some weird little ankle piece that's going to be PCH. Well, I learned from my previous incursions into this. These are the PCs here. Is it really 8 or is it... Oh, H. Right? Yeah, PC H. Here we go. This one is the one we need. These ones are slightly rubbery. I'm gonna need my clippers. I actually have tools this time. My first stream of this was very impromptu. Had absolutely no tools ready. Barely got anything done on the model. Second stream, I had a few tools, but I still didn't really have everything I needed. Wasn't super well equipped to make that happen. Third stream, oh, I got you now. I got you now. So I think this goes... What's this other one? That is... It's not saying it. And we also need a C10 and some part that it's not saying the name of. Thanks. Thanks, instructions. Let's put the one I just busted out and these guys in there. And I'm gonna need to find C. This is C. This is C. To whom am I speaking? And I need a C10. Gotcha. These parts right here. Looks like those get cut out, eh? Or do they go together? I'm not going to cut them. I'm only going to cut here. There's 9 and 10. Also a C12. 11 and 12. I see. Well, that was supposed to break, hopefully, because it broke very easily in the middle there. But I assume so. I don't think they'd make something that would break that easily if it wasn't supposed to. These toys aren't that delicate. And, it is a C9 and a 10 put together. Okay, that's what I thought. So we're just gonna have to clip up this 9 here as well. Cool, cool. I think I probably have to take this out as well. And then we're gonna... I think we just put these together now. Hopefully. Nothing else going in there, nothing weird. I'm not forgetting about something essential, and then we have to pry this apart and break it later. No? Okay. Can't forget to have a little sip of tea. Whatever cozy thing you're drinking or snacking on tonight, don't forget about it. Oh, my dinos are turning back into flesh dinos. I could pour more hot water in, but I don't know if that's gonna do it. I don't know if that's gonna have the temperature to turn these dinos back into bones. But it's nice all the same to have a hot drink. Okay, so I got this. And then our shin part and our ankle part. I'm still not 100% clear. This looks like it must go on the front of... This? Oh yeah, it does go on the front of the shoe. I gotcha. I'm just listening. I'm really concerned that perhaps my voice is coming through on stream and nobody told me. Like my voice is coming from another stream. Oh hey, it's Naomi on Facebook. I haven't talked to you in ages. I hope you're doing alright, hun. I miss ya. So... this guy's going on here. And this going on here. Oh, we have to do one more thing. We have to get the socket in. Oh, and I also still haven't figured out what piece it was. Let me have a look over at the instructions again here. Yeah, there's no indication about what part it is. It's all entirely in, Japanese. So, hey, quit scrolling through all my instructions. It looks a lot like these parts, but it's not, for sure. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Am I gonna have to trim you down or something to make you go in? Or maybe it's gonna go in on the other side, and it's like an asymmetrical thing. Alright, so there's nothing else I have to put in here before I put this together? You're not gonna punish me for misplacing this thing? You know, there's not some other piece I'm supposed to stick in there? You're not gonna curse me? Like, it kind of looks like something should go... Now, if it goes anywhere, though, it's at the front. I don't think it's going to be in the calf here, so... I don't know. Before I close this up, I feel like I should find the thing that it's saying should be on there, but it's not labeled. It's not... I mean, it's labeled in Japanese, which, okay, fair enough. But... speak American. I have to, and I'm not even from America. Easy for me to say I speak English already. But, yeah, I'm not seeing any of these weird little jaggedy parts that seem to be what's supposed to go on the front here. No idea what that is going to be. I could have sworn I've seen, you know, them around before, but not seeing it now. Not one I took out foolishly before. Well, I mean, probably is one I took out foolishly before, to be honest, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just put this together. And you know, I brought, or rather bought, a bit of sandpaper just for this occasion. Also in the Japanese dollar store. Let's see how it works. This is 60 grit? I mean, I guess that's all they had. It's probably too big of what I need for doing a tiny little model, but I want to see how this works. Because I got a little bumpity here. Minor scuffs, so I gotta be really careful with this, eh? I would be inclined to sand and repaint this. That would be a pretty cool project. I have no real attachment to the EVA itself, you know. I like building robots and understanding how structures work, and repainting things is fun. Oh, you know what? All that... Oh, I think I'm not supposed to put this together yet. I was right. Because there's a key component I need to put it together with, but it's not a thing I was looking for. So let's just see if I can open this up without causing any problems. Should be able to. I've already done it once today. Once this stream. Come on. We have to open up the knee section and put it around this knee section. I don't think it matters which one goes on which, so... Is that how it's gonna be, or is this the front? I think this is the front and this is the back. So it's gonna go like this. And we need to open you up to get these little things into that. Yeah. I had a really nice Halloween. I went over to a friend's and we watched movies, and I made chili It was very good. I was very pleased with my chili. We watched Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter, which is a very fun movie. I remember I saw that years ago when it first came out. It came out, I think, 2001, and I would have seen it, I think, 2002 at the Victoria Film Festival. Oh, yeah. Well, finally, we got articulated joints. And Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter is a wonderful Canadian film. Very funny. Very gay. And I highly recommend it. We also watched Lost Boys. Also very gay. I think also very unintentionally funny. Hey. That's a joint. That's a joint. Ooh, look at all this articulation. That's what I'm talking about. So we gotta do the same on this side. It'll go faster this way. So we got this. We need our green pieces here. Let's chop them out. Chop, Chapo Trap House. Chop Suey. System of a Down. Fred Durst. Saints Row. I'm running out of points of connection here. At any rate, I think this just goes together with no other fanfare or anything else required. Still got a little gross nubbies there. If we wanted to, we could just... I see now how, you know, Gunpla enthusiasts are like, oh no, you gotta have the tools, you gotta do this. It's like, your model's gonna look a heck of a lot prettier if you really trim it out properly. And, you know, oops. Took it apart by accident. If, you know, take the time to do these little things to it. Don't just smash it out. Oops. I wonder why this doesn't want to stay on, whereas the other one was much more amenable. Yeah, it's a cool little hobby. Like, I don't... Like I said, like, I'm not, like, super... concerned about lore and like the characters. Like, you know, I couldn't tell you the plot of just about any of the Gundams other than what, there's bad guys, there's the space colonists, and the Earth is mistreating their colonists and they have to robot fight. Like, there you go. That's the show, right? As far as I know. But I like robots and models and stuff. I think that's cool and fun, and I like building things, and I want, like I said at the beginning, I want to have a better idea of 3D space for my art. We need H, right? Yeah, PCH. So it's gonna be this one right here. Gotta say, having all these nice bins really helps. And these bins are all just like candy. What are these, cookie bins and stuff? Biscuits, cracker bins. You know, that kind of stuff. So, not gonna make the same mistake this time. We need to get this into the knee joint first. And then we need to get this in here. And then we just take this. And it's gonna go on like this. And all these holes are gonna close it up together. Come on. There you go. Close that up. Rockin'. And it's not snapping on as nicely as I would like. What's your deal, Seal? Oh, I think I know what this deal is, Seal. I think maybe these go on different ways. I'm just going to open this back up again. Hopefully we can do that without causing trouble. Because I think this isn't in too nicely. Oh, you naughty dotty. I wonder if there's a trick. If anybody who knows more about building gunplas than I do has a trick for separating these things without breaking them, I'd love to hear it. That seemed to go okay, though. I'm going to turn this around and see if it snaps more nicely. I think this is better. I think that feels better already, putting that in that way. Yeah, like most of my toy building and model making stuff has been like playing with dollar store toys that I chop up with a hacksaw and all that stuff. To be honest, was not a small amount of inspiration for my first horror comic and that horrifying workshop that the bad guy has. Because I felt so morbid chopping up toys. You know, I don't want to be Sid. I'm not Sid from Toy Story. I help toys. I mean, I'm kind of Sid from Toy Story, I guess. Well, look at them gams. Got ourselves some working legs. Let me just check on the old Streamerino here. Everything going alright? Everybody doing okay? Everything's doing okay. Yeah. Okay, cool beans. You having a good time? If you have any suggestions of, you know, things you'd like me to build, go right on ahead. Check them out. At any rate, allow me to continue. So next up, I've built... Oops, not that one. I want to go back to... I don't think I've finished this page yet, have I? Nope, because we're building arms now. As well as... Those still arms? I guess those are all still arms I'm making here. Okay. So we've done the legs, moving on to the arms. The thing about the arms is, they came out of this thing like this. Also, do I cut this? Because this looks like two arms. Like I don't think this is how it's supposed to go, is it? It looks like it goes like each arm appears to be like this. I wonder if this is like a more advanced version of the model or something. Doesn't look like it. I really don't want to break this. It's gonna turn out that I'm not supposed to or something. I feel like this is a trick. Are you trying to trick me, Japan? Because I really don't want to break this model. I've already broken it in other ways. Please don't make me break it. This right here, like the instructions, this thing, it don't got this. It actually doesn't have any of these. It would have come out of this. This is definitely where it came out of. Why would it be stuck together like that? That's a substantial amount of plastic too. This isn't some tiny little thing. This is like a big deal. What the heck a doodle? Also, this thing seems to have like... That tipped me off as to what I had to do. I was like, this thing has a little slot that stuff goes into. It doesn't have a big old plastic thing there. And I was like, huh, maybe. And I was right. Neat. Oh, Japan, you wily country. So, I'm just gonna... Maybe I can save myself a bit of sanding. Be very gentle, very careful. Oh yeah. Cool spool. So it looks like, my guess is, this one's on the inside. So what do we have to do first? We need E16. I think the E's are ones I've already broken everything out of foolishly in my first stream where I didn't know what I was doing. We're gonna need these eventually. Those are not these. These have got to be in here. Let's see. I've definitely seen that part before. It's like a little arching part. It's not this, but it looks superficially similar. There's a lot of little tiny detail parts on this. This thing I've definitely put together prematurely. Oh no, you know what? I was looking at the wrong one. It's in hands. Here it is, E. I missed it. This is the part I want. I knew I'd seen it. I guess I just gotta get better at looking at those letters and designations it's got. So you put those in the top. There should be no tricks. I think that's just the way it goes. Does it tell you which way? I think it looks like this bolt thing goes to the back. So this goes in like this, supposedly. Gotcha. Why this needed to be a separate part you put in yourself, I don't know. Next, we need PCD. These guys. Let's just pull up this here. I'll clip them both out while we're here. I'll be using them in a sec. As long as I don't just throw it somewhere random, we'll be fine. So, PCD goes in with B25 as well. Okay. So, looks like it goes in here. Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? B25. This is H. Pulled it in H. B. I think I've already dealt with the B's. The question is, are they purple or are they black? That's D. Not this one. That's all the joints. It's F1 for help. E. H. Yeah, so it's one of the ones I was like, oh yeah, I don't need those anymore. It's actually useful to have them just so you can see what color the designation is. Let's just see if I can discern what color B is likely to be. Because of course the instructions aren't in color. A is purple, and this is black. I honestly think the other one that I put back there, which I can't reach, is black, so this is going to be a black piece. Should be. You could also probably look at the model box and find out. It could be purple, and I've just like, it's a little cap. It looks like a little pauldron. Let's see here. It really would behoove me to have a clear idea about what color these pieces were by keeping those things on hand, just so I could look. And of course, it would also behoove me to know before. I think I also figured out maybe what piece I needed previously. Remember I couldn't find that part? It might have been a sticker. We can save stickers for later, perhaps. Because, by the way, this thing has stickers, too. Jeez. So, pauldron thing. gonna be black, most likely. I don't think it's purple, because I'm just not seeing... Here's how I look on the box here. What color are these things? Yeah, it's black. It might get a sticker on it at some point, I'm not sure. But it seems to have a black cap on the side of the shoulder. So we're looking for a black part. Presumably. Is this it? That looks like it. It's the right shape. Let's see if we can get in the right configuration. It's a weird, complicated, like, you know. I think I see how it goes in there. It's got little holes. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna get it. It's like a very complicated version of the things for small children to learn their shapes. Except it's not, you know, an actual shape. It's just some weird thing. It could be also that this is like maybe the mirrored version for the other arm, in which case I can't use it here. So let's just plop that in the dish and see if I can find the other one, and maybe it'll fit this side. And the worst is I've got both parts, you know? I do need them both. Let's see here. Should be here. Is this it? No. Does not appear to be it. That's weird. Is this it? This gotta be it right here. Yep, okay. Let's see if this one fits. Maybe they're just mirrored and the other one has to go on the other arm. I think this is the way it goes, but there's one thing. You've got a problem. You're gonna die. I mean, there's a little bit too much of this. It's gonna maybe trim that down. It might fit in a little nicer. Oops. Pop that on. Oh, there we go. Finally. So we should have this working joint thing here. Wow, a bunch of pieces now. We need C, 5, and 6. Gosh, what the heck color was C again? I know we were just dealing with C, but I don't remember. If I'm fumbling about looking for this thing for too long, have a little look-see at, you know, you'd send me a comment about what color you remember C being. Let me see if I can find it here. C was the hands, maybe. No, that was E. H. Oh, here's green here. And purple. This is L. And this is... Oh, there's parts in here, so... That is C. Cool, cool. So here's it is. Green. And now I need, oh yeah, they're right here. These are the parts I need. C... 1 and C4 and C5 and 6. Okay. Weird that it's 1 and 4 and not 1 and 2. But the other side gets 3 and 2. So, sure. It's very important that I know this. A good thing I didn't break these out yet. Makes me worried about all the other ones in C that I apparently have broken out and haven't used all of yet. Oh, first stream, Bria. Why did you think it'd be a good idea just to break out all the parts? Well, I didn't have the instructions back then, in my defense. Okay, so these go on either side of the arm. so. No. There we go. Yeah. This is gonna need a little chopping down. Paul Bunyan it up. There we go. It's really important for me to do these streams, specifically for things like model building, and I'll tell you why. Because if I didn't, then it would be too easy for me just to not do the model building. I wouldn't do any kind of this stuff I do for fun. I have to turn it into something that has some kind of accountability to it. People will hold me accountable. The people that would watch a stream would, know if I wasn't building models, yeah? So, in order to make sure I schedule time each week to do a little bit of stuff like this, I make it a stream. And then I have to do it. Also, I like streaming. I'm a little confused. This side isn't popping in the way the other side did. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to go. Maybe. These all look identical, to be honest. Although, like, this is 2 and 3, like it said I'm supposed to use for the other side. Maybe. Let me try something here. Oh, that works a little better. And then does this work a little better? I think those are on the right way. It's just that you can do this. I think this is how it's supposed to go on, though, to be honest. I'll tell you this right now. If this thing doesn't have a moving elbow, I'm gonna be a little sad. I think... I'm sorry, I just think a robot should have a moving elbow, that's all. Oh well. What else we need here? We need C5 and 6, which I've already taken out of the mold, I can tell already. Or whatever you call this. It's not a mold, it's a thing. I guess this must be what comes out of a mold, right? Like all the parts are just like this, and then they pour the plastic into the mold and then it comes out as one piece. That's why they do that, right? So I need 5 and 6, which are going to be, I think they're these pieces, these wraparounds. Let's see here. No. How about like this? No. What about... No, I think if this was going to fit anywhere on this thing, it was the first side I tried it on. Well, hey now. Let me just put you in the bin. I'm going to pull up the rest of them. So here's another one. And here's another one. They all honestly look the same. They don't have like different pieces inside of them, certainly. They're all kind of, you know, the parts that we want. Oh, I think that's snapping on a little nicer though, so that's got to be doing something the others weren't doing. How about this one? Is it gonna do it? No, not so far. No. This one? Nope. So they definitely have some asymmetry going on. You have to have the right part on the right side, on the right arm. Oh, I think this might be doing it finally, though. Oh, it's so weird, these pieces. These green ones are all weird. Yeah, it looks like it's going on. It just... or it should go on, rather. Let's separate this on the other side. Let's have a look at these again. These both look identical. So... I don't know. Oh, I think this is it. I think we've got it. Here we go. It's got a little gap at the back, though. I can push it together, but... I wonder. There's also a little bit sticking out here. I wonder if I've done this incorrectly. Luckily, these come off very easily. So does this thing. I'm going to keep these two as a pair, and let's try the other pair on this arm, just to compare. Because I would hate to think I put this together the wrong way. You know, more so than I already have a bunch already. Although so far, this isn't fitting on at all. Which makes me wonder, are these arms, like, asymmetrical in a bunch of ways I don't even know? Oh, I think this is going to go on nicely, though. And you know what? I think it has less sticking outingness, so I think this might be the correct way to do this. My instinct may have been correct. You know what? It actually seems even worse, though, than the other one. But I'm curious. Look at this big old gap, and look at how this is kind of clunky there. What if I reverse it? No? I don't know. Those are the parts, though. Let's go back to the first one, because that was actually working way better. Yeah, so that snaps on nicely. And this here snaps on nicely as well. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's, this little gap is, I mean, like, I can push them together, but because this thing's kind of rubbery, it's got like this rubbery finish there. Doesn't seem to want to fit together more than that. Got a bit of ugliness there. You know, probably end up going through all of this and like maybe doing finishing touches on the whole thing. But we can just, you know, see about maybe giving a bit of a sand right here. I think I got the right kind of sandpaper, because this stuff's pretty fine. I didn't want really heavy grit sandpaper. Oh. These little things sure come out a lot. I think that's all the pieces for this arm, though. Yep, looks like it. So this arm should be complete. Now it's this arm. We need this thing to go in first, the peg from way back. It goes in the square side. It goes in this way, though. Yeah, there we go. Nice and snug. Then we need our weird angular dark colored piece to go on this side. Oh, fits in nicely there. Oh, from our purple side, or purple box, we need this piece here. This one. Look at that. Just chop you. Chop you. You can chop better than that. Come on. There you go, Pinocchio. Looks like there's some little ugly pieces of plastic, so I'm just going to chop off those. They're definitely not important. Good, good. So we start with our arm here, and the pokey outy part goes to the front. Plug that in there. Got a little bit of a sticking out. Let's just see if I can... No, we're gonna have to sand that down. Let's just do that right now. We're here, right? What's the rush? I must say, this is very relaxing. Okay, next we gotta get a couple things on. Let's do the armbandy thing that I did last on the other one. Let's just do that now, since we got those parts already. This goes right here. And this. Oh, see, this one fits together nicely. I don't know why the other one didn't fit together nicely. It's a little weird now. Look at these two. So what's your problem? Why you gotta harsh on my model? Nice honkin' model. Let's just try for a moment here to see if I can make this fit together more nicely. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing this. Certainly doesn't stay on as nicely. Oh, I have an idea. What if it's like this? Haha! I just had it on the wrong way. Goof that I am. Cool. So all that's left now on this arm is these parts. These right here. Let's grab our clippers. Taking up all my bottle building space. Got one. I think that's in the way it should be, but I'm gonna just, after what happened with the armband, I'm gonna try it on the other side. Maybe it'll go in nicer. Nope, I think it's actually going in much worse, so I think I had it the right way. This should just go in. No problem. Just gotta align it. Then press on it the way it needs to be. Ugh. There you go. I don't know. These pieces, I don't feel great about how they go in. I don't feel like they really snap on as nicely as a lot of the other parts have. It might have to do with the rubberiness of this. Maybe I'm going to have to, like, put it in, like, move the rubber around to make it go in, around the rubber. Oh. I feel like I'm not hearing the music. You maybe can't hear the music either. Perhaps you can still see the stream. But if I can't hear the music, that means my internet is being a little Charlie Brown. And I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. Let me just... What this is going to do is it is going to make the stream cut for just a second. Please don't go anywhere. Just be a sec. Haven't heard the music yet, but the internet should be back on. I may just have to, no, here we go. Yeah, it does that. It does that sometimes. What a naughty internet. I think I do get chat from every platform. Sometimes people have reported it popping up on screen. At any rate, what we got done so far? Oh, see? One of these things I was just worrying about going on nicely didn't go on nicely. It clearly came off just now. Unless I forgot that I hadn't finished putting it on when I went to fix the internet. Come on, Leroy Jenkins. Just trying to get a more optimal camera view. Yep. I mean, okay, so we got the arms. Like so. Got the legs. Like so. Let's see if we get the hands going on with the arms, at the very least here. Let me just pull up the instructions, because they did have the hands involved. Whoa, there's some... What the... Oh, that's just showing how to separate those out of the box. Okay. I think there's... No. I'm just seeing something and it's like, what? Are those little parts it's talking about? Oh no, you know what? These are just the forearms. I was like, there's no way, this can't be. Oh no, maybe it is. They just got big shoulder things, so this doesn't have elbow articulation. I don't know about that. You know, to me, I'm all about articulation. If it doesn't have all the points of articulation I want, I'm like, cool model, but it doesn't have bending elbows. So, we need this one, is what we need. We're using H, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2. And we need C, and E, and PCJ. Gotcha, gotcha. So, let's chop out these big parts we need here. I'm getting the handle of this Gunpla stuff. So there's that. Get you out too. Here we go. Hold off on the rest of it for a moment here. Although, do I need any other H on this? Okay. So we need H and then C, which we were doing with C. C is green. I think a lot of the C's I need I've already taken out though. This is C here, yeah? Yeah, it is. I'm not seeing it here, so let's just I gotcha what we need. I think it's these. And this. As well as PCJ and E. Any of the E's we want. So let's go to PC here, which is our joint one, right? Yeah. Various things. PCJ. Here, this one. So I've taken one of these out already for some reason. Probably in my foolish days. Very first time streaming this thing. And this seems to insert itself onto here. This front peg that we stuck in the top of the arm. Oops. Needs to go on here. It goes right on that little peg. And then what we need to do is put, I think this goes together. Does it go get together over top of the peg? It might. It might do just that. So the question is, where on the peg does it go over? It seems like it goes inside of something. I wonder, does it go over top of it? Or do we insert it after we put this together? You know? It's gonna go on top like this. The back is like this. Not you. You. Like this, you know? My guess is it goes around this thing. What if we just... Yeah, we think we just pop this right in here. This thing. Oh, it needs to go the other way. I put it on the wrong way, and it needs to go inside here. Can you see that? All these little parts fit together. And then this is going to go right here. Isn't that satisfying? I love that snap. So we got this big goofy arm thing, and we gotta put a C3 on the front of it. I don't know which of these this is. They both look identical. Looks like... I think it's this side up. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool, cool. So, now we need the hands. Where'd I put those hands? They're all over here. There's lots of hands in this thing. This is so cool. This suggests 11 or 12 or 13 it seems for the first arm. We need actually for this arm I've got here 11 or 12 or the like because it's the other side. I guess we need 11. Oh. This might be... I wonder. This piece? There's something going on in the instructions. I think you have to take it out so that the hands can go in. The thing is, it's kind of firmly in there. I don't think I can take that out by hand. So, and I don't want to force this out. Again, I don't read Japanese. I don't know 100% if this is the right way. I'm going to use my friends the pliers here, and let's just see. Oh yeah, it did come out. Good. That's a relief. Might as well do that while I got the pliers with the other hand here. Easy peasy. Let's go over to this. And we wanted 11 to start, I believe, yes? Is that going to be correct? Yeah. It's going to go like this. You have to forgive me if you're chatting in the chat window and I don't respond straight away. It's because I'm looking at the instructions here. It's just, we're gonna have to clip this out a bit to make this joint work. We may even have to sand this down to make this joint work. And this should, though, pop right in there. Ooh, ball and socket joint, just as a joint should be. Look at this. Wow. That almost makes up for the lack of elbow articulation. I'm not gonna let that go. Oops, there we go. I'm glad you like the ASMR of shuffling the plastic, because I was worried that would be extremely annoying for people. I'm sure it would be annoying for some people. Okay, so now what we need is... Oh! I need to find the part. Remember I said, oh, I took out one of these parts for some reason. Sure do hope I still have that one I took out. I think it's this one here. Yep, looks like it. It goes right on there. Let's put you here for a moment. And then we gotta get out... this here. You know, I won't always be building gunplas on here. I've got a lot of ideas for things I want to build. And, but if you have any requests of a specific model or project you'd like me to build, you can always, you know, say so in chat, send me a message or a comment on a post. I'll see if I can make it happen. This model, I just so happen to have on hand. So, how did this go? I think it was very simple. I think it's just like this. It's turning into kind of spooky music. There we go. Now let's put you on here. What fell? Something fell. I'm having a great day, Sassy, by the way. Thanks. Hope you're having a wonderful day too. I'm into raising my creations with magic, just like on Ghoulies. I kind of want to call this thing Ghoulies cast or something like that, because did you ever see that movie Ghoulies? I sure did. In the movie Ghoulies, the main character, I think his name's Ghoulie, he inherits a house that was owned by his evil father, who was the leader of a satanic cult. And when he inherits this house and gets access to all his cool Satan stuff, he like immediately drops out of college and starts studying black magic, and, you know, learns how to summon little puppets to do his dark bidding. And I've always wanted to do that too myself, since seeing that movie. And so it's a little bit what these streams are. I'm just dropping out and learning black magic to make little puppets come to life. My Halloween stream was a magic spell. These streams are kind of a magic spell too. Today's magic spell is about banishing fear and stress and just having a nice, quiet, relaxing time. This is pretty good. I feel like this is a little looser than on the other one. Did I do something wrong with that? Let me have a look at the other one. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. No, I guess it's supposed to move. It's like a joint. What is this thing? Does this thing fly or something? Are these wings or some crap? At any rate, we now have 2 legs and 2 arms. They're pretty cool. I am a little bummed that the arms don't have elbows. But that's okay. There's definitely stickers that I'm supposed to be putting on these things. I'm not doing that right now. I'll figure that out later. Yeah. I think, you know, we can only do so much in these streams. I can only be streaming... Oh. I sure hope the stream is still going. Looks like I got knocked out of it on Twitch, but it's still going, still going. At any rate, yeah, you know, we're at about 2 hours here on the stream, and I'm at a nice little pausing point with the whole model where I've built the legs and the arms. The next section we're going to be doing is probably the torso and the head, and that'll probably be the end of it, because I mean, there's a bunch of weapons and stuff. I haven't finished putting all the weapons together. There's a bunch of cool weapons parts we got to put together, it looks like. And then the final piece, like the head and all that. Oh yeah. We're not quite there, but we're getting there. And I think this makes the most sense to end it here for now. Next week we'll tackle all that other, like the body. Oh, that body's looking kind of complicated. It'll be alright. Thank you so much for joining me for this quiet little time. I'm still... it's a bit of a learning curve with doing live model building. But I think it's starting to come together. I think I'm starting to understand how to do this in a way that is, you know, somewhat effective. I hope you enjoyed this quiet time. I hope it helps put your mind at ease and give you a little bit of peace during these times. I will be back next week with new crafts, new toys, and the new section on this Gunpla. As well as I'm doing, of course, my voice streams every Thursday. I'll be cross-platform now, apparently, not just on Twitch. You can tune in for voice training from your favorite platform, either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And I also going to be starting up a new show, not this week, next week I think I need to start it up. I'm going to be drawing people. Going to be interviewing people and drawing them. I think our first guest is going to be Jessica Durling. She was really game to do it. I just got to get my crap together. We'll just give ourselves an easier time with it and start it next week. But at any rate, don't forget, I hate being one of those people that says this, but it's how it works. It's how you have to do this. Can you like and comment and subscribe and all that stuff? If you're on Facebook, chances are you already like the Facebook page. You know, liking and commenting stuff makes people see it more. And, you know, same with any other platform. Twitch, if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you can give me a Prime subscription that gives me a small bit of cash. Doesn't even cost you anything. And you can subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already. That's where all the voice videos go. Lots of stuff you can do. Little click here and there goes a long way to help your favorite online creators. That's why we all ask all the time. It's really obnoxious, but we have to do it, or else, you know, we starve to death. Not to be over dramatic about it. I'm going to be on tonight on my Discord, streaming for them. I go do my work. I have to draw my comic tonight. You know, this is just stuff I do for fun, more or less. But I gotta be drawing the Urban Animal, my horror comic. New pages of that coming out probably next week, realistically. And so if you want to watch that, join the Discord, which usually means joining the Patreon. Just $2 a month, you get on there. You know, we could do after streams on the Discord, after voice stream. We do voice practice together. I go on there and I'm streaming my art. And you can video or voice chat with me. It's a really great little community. Can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for a nice place online to call your own, you can definitely find a space there. And if you can't afford the $2 a month, but you really want to get in on those voice streams, send me a message, lifeofbria@gmail.com, and you can get in for the voice training that we do on there without the $2 a month. Try to make sure everybody's accommodated. Thank you so much for tuning in this week on my experimental model building streams. I need a name for this, by the way. Help me pick out a name? Next week, I'd love to have a name picked out for these model building streams. So let that ruminate in your head. Drop a comment of what you think I should call this. And hopefully by next week, I'll have a solid name of what to actually call these freaking things. Until next time, keep, building models. That's my job. Don't do that. I'll build models. And, you just be nice. You be a nice, good person like you always are.